This is the town so rich even Elon Musk won't fit in. And we're not talking about wealth measured in yachts or Teslas. This place runs on something far more exclusive. It's where billionaires come to feel poor and private equity kings are treated like newcomers. Because in this town, the entry-level mansion costs more than Musk's base salary. And if you think he could just buy his way in, think again. But to truly understand why Elon Musk would be an outsider here, we need to look at the most elite millionaire towns on Earth, starting with the coastal haven that once banned cars because the residents preferred helicopters. Imagine Sagaponack not just as a dreamy Hamptons backdrop, but as a living ghost story. Picture bleeding-edge mansions perched behind private dunes, some rumored to hold wellness bunkers underneath, complete with geothermal saunas, bomb-proof walls, and wine vaults hidden beneath driveways. Real estate Instagrammers caught flickers of camouflaged pool structures. They looked like artistic gardens, but insiders whisper they conceal escape tunnels. In one eyebrow-raising case, a rumored $248 million estate sparked legal battles. Neighbors spoke about hidden legal disputes and whether this home was meant for relaxation or refuge. No signs, no listings, no open houses, just ultra-quiet trades done behind closed doors through purely private trusts. Here, if your face doesn't match the family crest, your grocery cart won't get past the door. They don't just value privacy, they embody it. From this private vault by the sea, we shift inland to a town built for covert power. Lake Washington's shimmering surface hides something fierce. Medina, a place so guarded it feels like stepping onto the set of a refined spy thriller. Gates that double as facial recognition sentinels, lawn ornaments that conceal micro cameras. Jeff Bezos built his property with underground escape tunnels. Bill Gates poured $63 million into his home's foundation. Floorboards trigger silent alarms, walls adapt to your body temperature. Rumor says they even bankrolled drone blocker systems, ensuring that no rogue drone can breathe over their rooftops. Ex-CIA guards? Yes, and they keep biometric logs tied to every visitor's social media footprint. Drone sightings, even GPS pings. Yacht parties docked on Lake Washington come with NDAs and tech-powered erasure systems. Your conversation literally evaporates between docking and departure. In Medina, they built a fortress of tech, but a certain desert enclave built it from geography and zoning laws. Close your eyes and picture silence so thick the desert itself seems to hush its wind. Paradise Valley does that, but it's not by accident. Strict zoning laws stomped out any hint of commercialization. No strip malls, no fast food, no neon signs. Homes are set back behind miles of private desert brush, designed to keep prying eyes and ears even further away. Speculation goes deeper. Some families literally bought out entire neighborhoods, consolidating lots so nothing could ever rise nearby. Rumor has it that these residents fund municipal services directly, separate from tax rolls, ensuring emergency squads, street upkeep, and even local governance stay private. Basements bigger than the homes above? Absolutely. Some hide panic rooms and others host underground vaults, dehydrated food stockpiles, water purifiers, panic room bunkers. As old money's stagecraft began to tighten, the next town made exclusion feel ceremonial. Palm Beach isn't about flash, it's about tradition. Wealth here is a whisper on a polished polo lawn. Wealth is trimmed into uniform hedge sculptures. Color regulations preserve a timeless aesthetic, and silent codes govern guest invitations. One rumor, a well-born family, let's call them the Bradfords, lost their place on the Everglades Club roster over a minor fashion misstep at a polo match. That's how potent the unspoken rules are here. Some locals swear there's a hidden ledger of elite who are permanently off-list due to social gaffes. The elite clubs run more than golf. They enforce lineage. If your last last name sounds new, don't bother. In Palm Beach, wealth is ancestral. Next, a town built for software kings looking for more covert control. Atherton, Silicon Valley's stealthiest zip code. Homes whisper beneath towering redwoods. No storefronts, no sidewalks, no drones, or at least none you'd spot above. Legend says the HOA scans license plate data to track venture capital performance. Your car makes you visible or invisible. Rumor that mail gets forwarded to offshore P.O. boxes, enough to vanish you from public records. At dusk, you might glimpse what looks like a gardener pruning a tree, but he's probably logging license plates, tracking patterns, and behind the matte black garages, hidden server rooms, satellite uplinks, and AI research dens. From algorithm-filtered suburbia, we take on the mountain air and rarefied oxygen. Snowmass isn't Aspen, it's its hushier, richer twin. Here, altitude isn't an inconvenience, it's a credential. Visitors gasp for breath, residents don't. Glass-paneled chalets plunge into mountain cliffs. Ski runs are privately chartered via invite-only apps. Guest houses, they come with integrated oxygen tunnels and wine cellars chilled by glacier runoff. Oxygen systems pump into bedrooms so future billionaires don't skip on altitude acclimatization. And finances, some slopes charge six-figure memberships to avoid public lift lines. Altitude's luxury is quiet, but nature still rules. The next town builds silence with acoustic architecture. Montecito is where silence is landscaped. Leaf blower bans? That's just the start. Fines reportedly total the tens of thousands if you break the sound code. Helicopters are rerouted to prevent canyon echo. Builders must conduct acoustic surveys. If your new gate creates a sonic ripple, permits get pulled. Landscapers operate under NDAs controlling even dewdrop noise. Yet Oprah wanders freely, invisibly. Royals relocate and blend into orchid gardens. Behind every home is a fortress masked as a cottage, complete with eucalyptus-shielded garages and underground hideaways. If Montecito hides wealth softly, Greenwich exerts it quietly but powerfully. Greenwich wears a colonial veneer, but underground it's all trenches and war rooms. Hedge fund managers reportedly build private trading floors in their basements, complete with AI-driven analytics. Some places have server bunkers dug beneath their family libraries. There's even pushback in local papers about helicopter landings. Neighbors may grumble, but Wall Street commute doesn't stop. Schools in Greenwich are highly ranked for a reason. Property value depends on them. Politics stays squeaky clean. Their charities, they expect ROI from every donation. Greenwich still deals within the system, but Hidden Hills rejects it entirely. Hidden Hills doesn't just gate. You might not exist on its map. Security checkpoints with armed guards. Roads twisted to confuse outsiders. License plates recorded in real time and cross-checked against private lists. Wanna move here? The HOA treats you like you're running for president. Intense interviews about social media presence, charitable behavior, and disturbance risk. Food delivery after 9 p.m. unless HQ pre-cleared you. No dice. Rumor says even ambulances are delayed unless they're expected guests. But even this fortress didn't ghost Musk. The final town elevated the game. Alpine is a blank space on maps. Access to it is not just hard, it's practically illegal. No street signage, no property sale listings. Entire blocks blur on Google Earth by legal petition. No public parks, no sidewalks, no community events. Elon Musk, allegedly, he tried buying in through private channels. The town doesn't reject. You don't exist. To move here, you need more than money. Background checks are rumored to match diplomatic clearance. The HOA is like a sovereign council, silent, cult-like. One family tried listing, they were gone within months. Wealth here is measured in generational time. One clan traces its lineage back to pre-Federal Reserve days. There's no property tax. Residents privately finance all infrastructure, schools, water, and roads. Ironically, there are no public records describing how. These homes aren't homes, they're private embassies. Underground garages linked to uncharted roads. Fake addresses and decoy entrances hide locations. They aren't hiding from the law. They use legal suits to blur mapping files and protect national security via privacy. They don't pay taxes. They fund the roads. Alpine silences the world. They don't reject, they erase. And that's why Musk never received an answer. Here's the lesson in many corners of the world. Power lives in silence. The quieter, the stronger. Alpine isn't about who shouts loudest, but who stays hidden. Elon Musk, he can launch rockets, but he became background noise. If you found this peek into wealth's secret keeps gripping, hit like, comment. Which town surprised you most? And for more videos, subscribe, because next time we are exploring the Russian president's jet, which even Donald Trump can't afford.